Family, Pastor Willingham here. I invite you back to why we need men to need God. God's salvation plan goes through men, and we'll see that throughout the journey of the Bible as we take that journey. And so this is why we need men to need God. And what I want to say here is that as we try to lift up men, sometimes there's a tension, a controversy around it, because what we want to understand is that lifting up men does not mean that we're putting down women, um, because there's been such a shift, with men not being in their rightful places. And we complain about men not being where they should be. We say we want men to do better. We say we want men to assume the rightful places in the family and the society and the church that we want them to. But at the same time, I think we've become so used to men not playing the roles that they should, that when we make mention of lifting up men, it becomes somewhat of a sore subject. And not only that, sometimes it can become a gender war, if you will, because some people will perceive the idea of lifting up men as being synonymous with the tearing down or the putting down of women. And so what we want to say here is that, no, we applaud women for the roles that they play. We applaud women for their leadership. We applaud women for the way that they have sustained us, for the roles that they've played in our lives. And we love them, and we do not want to diminish women in any way. We do, though, want to lift up our men. And again, we do not want to enter into a gender war or make this a war of the sexes or a battle of the sexes of any type. And so as we go forward, again, in this conversation, let's make sure that we do that we're saying, hey, we're here to love men. We're here to give them forgiveness. We're here to try to provide healing for them. We're here to encourage men to walk in the place that we know the scripture says is their rightful place to walk in and assume the leadership, if you will, that we know that men should assume in God's salvation plan, and that we will do it in a way that is ensuring that we are, again, respectful to our mothers, our wives, our sisters, and our daughters who are in this fight and who have been on the front lines in many cases in this fight without the men. And so this, again, becomes somewhat of a sore spot for us. We want the men, again, to assume their place, but as we do that, there's going to be a shifting, and we hope not a conflict, but sometimes it can be somewhat conflictual here, because we want to be sure that, again, in lifting up men, that we are not tearing down our women. And so God bless you today. Think on this idea of how we can lift up men and also not tear down women, how we can encourage men without discouraging our women. So again, I invite you to subscribe. I invite you to share this information here, and God bless you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.